Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. My name is Acacia. Today I'm doing my book review of The Testament. I promised you guys a video of this today. You can probably hear it, it's a whole thing. But I wanted to get this review up and out while it's still relevant and exciting. I'm sure it'll be relevant for a while, but I just really wanted to get it forward. So this is The Testament by Margaret Atwood. This came out 2 days ago, so Tuesday. I'm not going to take the bookmark out because my mother is now borrowing it and reading it, so I'm assuming the bookmark is there for a reason. I read it I bought it at 10 a.m., and then I started reading it at around 12:30, and I ended around 3. I whipped through this really fast. However, one of my friends was one of the few people who received a copy from Amazon early, so they read it early, and when they saw that I posted on Instagram about the book, they spoiled it for me. Ooh, I was so mad. So mad. Now, I honestly am not usually that bothered by spoilers, but this one I had been waiting since last November to read, and I had been so excited about it, and I felt so upset and so angry and so devastated, and it was not fair. So I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I'm just going to give you my thoughts and opinions. This has 3 narrators, all female, in various situations related to Gilead. And this takes place 15 years after The Handmaid's Tale. All of this is probably stuff you know and you're probably aware of. If you're interested to know whether or not I think it is worth rushing out and buying, here's my thing. The Testament as a book was good. It was a solid read, it was a quick read, it was an easy read, and it gave me a lot of pace. It was really nice. I enjoyed it, and like I said, I read it from noon to 3 and I was done with 400 pages. It was a quick read for me. I felt that it was a little too requiring of the TV show. I thought there were elements of it that were definitely nods to both the TV show and the book that if you hadn't read either or seen the show, you would miss. And you could call that an Easter egg, but I felt it was a little unfair. I don't think everyone wants to watch the TV show. I think in general, those who read and devour The Handmaid's Tale and The Testament are aware that it's a darker and more in-depth look into a dystopian society. And so they're probably reading The Testament in place of the TV show while waiting for the next season to come out. But the series hasn't ended, so we don't know how that's going to end. And now, is this going to change how the story of the TV show ends? Or is the TV show going to end the same as it was going to, and this knows how the TV show is going to end? I'm unsure. Because there's things in here that would change the direction of that and would allow it to go in a place that I was unsure of. One of the characters that is the narration in this book is one of the aunts, and if you've read The Handmaid's Tale, you know that the aunts are the ones who train and take care of the handmaids. And you're reading from a perspective of almost understanding an aunt's perspective of wanting to, almost waiting for it to be at a perspective of somebody sympathetic. It's the conversation of, is it better to do bad for one in good for the greater good, or is it better to do good for one in place of for the greater good? Now, in this case, I disagree with Gilead's greater good. I don't think it's a correct greater good. So I believe that the treatment of women in society of Gilead is wrong, period. And therefore, the pain and suffering that goes through of the single in Gilead is not worth the greater good. Now, do I believe that the rebellion of the handmaids and women in Gilead is for the greater good? Yes. Do I believe that all of them should have to die for that? No. In general, this just kind of brought up a lot of feelings and emotions I had about Gilead and how it affects women. Like I said, it's a quick read. It's really interesting, and it's like, I really liked it. I read it on Tuesday in a day. My mother is a slow reader, and she's read this much since Wednesday. So it's easy. Would I say buy, borrow, or bargain? Here's the thing. I would say wait for paperback. I know it's like the biggest book release of the year, and I know that it's going to be really difficult to wait. If you can get it from the library sooner, do so. But I think that there's things that need to happen in the TV show before the Testament can really be given its full point. And I also think I didn't love it. I gave it 4 stars. It was a solid book. Like, I liked it, but I didn't love it. I was not thrilled. Certain aspects of it left me feeling really cold. Parts of it made me feel really angry. And sometimes I'm one of those people who really like that. Like, I read a book that made me physically ill in response to a scene, and that, to me, was a 5-star read. But this didn't give me that kind of emotional response, and it didn't allow me to feel that kind of uninterrupted just pleasure and depth that I wanted. I wanted something more. I wanted to feel like I was reading the best book I'd ever read, and I didn't. I wanted to feel like this was a best book of the year, and I didn't. And so I really think that it's worth waiting for. I don't think it's worth rushing out for. I feel really guilty saying this, and this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with this. So that is my opinion on the Testament. It's an unpopular opinion, and I'm sure I'm either going to get a lot of hate or confusion. I'm not sure which. I hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, click that subscribe button down below. I would love to say thank you to my Patreons. Thank you to my subscribers. You guys mean the world to me. I love you all so much. I will talk to you in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.